Okay, today we are going to learn about switch statement. You can use switch statement to actually do a bit of decision. I'm going to show you an example. So it's going to be a restaurant example, whereby basically in this particular scenario, you are going to ask the user to key in a code. Okay, so that particular code is actually to choose what kind of fruit juice that they want to order. Okay, example, the code can be A. So if the user chooses A, that means maybe he wants apple juice. The code can be O. So if they choose O, that means they want to order orange juice. Okay, so basically they will order their drinks based on the code, and they can actually set how many glasses they want to order, and based on the juice code and also the number of glasses, the restaurant cashier can actually determine how much is the bill that they need to pay. Very simple, very direct. Alright, so here I have a very empty C document. So we are going to start with the header file. We have to include stdio, and we always have our main function, void main, and we are going to have this particular statement, getcha, so that we can see our output. If you don't have this particular statement, it's not that your whole coding is wrong, it's just that you can't see the output. The output won't stay at your console. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this like that. So the first thing is, I'm going to leave some space on top so that later on we can come back and do our declaration. Alright, so first thing we need to do is, we need to ask the user what kind of juice they want to order, and at the same time we need to ask the user how many glasses or how many quantities that they want. So here I'm going to use a printf statement to ask, enter the juice code. Okay, very simple, very direct, and this particular statement is just to tell the user what to do. So once the user sees this particular statement, the user will enter the code type, the juice code, and the system, your C program, is going to capture the code that the user entered. So for that, I'm going to use scanf, and because this particular juice code is based on characters A, B, C, okay, so when we take the value, we are going to take it as C for character. Okay, and the variable name that I'm going to use is juice underscore code. The next thing is, we have to ask the user to enter the amount of glasses that they want to order. So enter the amount of glasses, or the quantity. You can change the statement as you wish, and here we have to still do a scanf. I'm going to use D now. Okay, so I'm using this particular placeholder because D is for integer. There's no such thing as I want to order 2.5 glasses of juice or 3.25 glasses of juice. It's always a whole number. So when you have a whole number, you always use D, okay, for integer. So for this one, I'm going to keep inside quantity. This will be my variable name. Sorry, it's supposed to be ampersand. Okay, done. So here I'm using two types of variables now. Okay, two different variables. So before I move on, let me declare this first. The first one is character juice code, and after that I have quantity. Quantity will be integer. Okay, for now everything is okay. So now I have my juice code, and then I have my quantity. The next thing is to do the next thing to do is actually to find out what is the price for that particular juice that I ordered. So in this case, I have to make a decision. I have to select a value. Alright? So switch statement is used for this, to select a value that matches the data entry. So when you have a switch statement, you always start with a switch, and you have a bracket, and you have a curly bracket. Okay, this will be the body. Okay, sorry for the wrong spelling, SWITCH. Alright, so this will be the normal brackets, and the body of the switch statement will be curly braces, opening curly braces and also the closing curly braces. So inside the normal brackets, you put in what is the variable that you are going to check. So in this case, we have two variables so far. One is juice code and one is quantity. So what variable out of these two that we are going to check to get the price? Of course, not quantity. So we have to check the juice code. So inside the brackets, I'm going to put juice code. Now, inside the switch statement, you put in all the matching possible values. Alright, all the possible values that the user can key in. So in our case now is a restaurant, and the restaurant only provides 3 types of juices. So we have apple juice, orange juice, and guava juice. Alright, so to put everything nicely, all the values nicely, we have to use case. Okay, that's why they call it a switch case statement. You have the switch and you have all the cases. So we have to check the case one by one. So we have to, like, whatever juice that you have in your restaurant, we have to check. So in our case now, we are going to check for A. Did the user key in A as the juice code? And there is a possibility that the user keyed in a small letter A. So this is how you have multiple cases. Alright, so this is how you have multiple cases. As you can see, I'm using a single quote here. Alright, here single quote, and then at the back portion here is single quote, because it is a character. Character, you must have single quote. Okay, so if let's say the user keys in A or small letter A, either one of it, the price of the juice will be 1 ringgit 20 cents, and you put a break. Okay, in every switch case statement, there will be a break. What is this break for? This break is to actually terminate this whole statement, meaning if the user actually keys in A, so this is a matching case, it will do this, meaning it will take the price, and once it's done, it will stop and it will come out of the switch statement. That means it will not go to other cases because it already finds the match. If you don't put a break here, it's okay, but then it will go to the other cases, and when it goes to the other cases, you might have a wrong result. So for every case, you must have a break. Okay, so now this is for A. So there is a possibility that the user keyed in O. O is for orange juice. So we have to cater for both the capital letter and also the small letter. And the price will be, let's say, 2 ringgit. And again, break. Next, let's add in another one. Let's say guava juice. And actually, it's not compulsory for you to actually put the small letter. You can actually stop up to here, and you can put price equals to, let's say, 90 cents. Okay, this is still okay There's nothing wrong here. It's just that if let's say the user key in a small letter G, nothing is going to happen. It couldn't find a match. As you know, C programming is case sensitive. So capital G and small letter G is two different things. Alright? And finally, if let's say the user key in something else other than A or G, which the restaurant doesn't have. Okay? For example, accidentally the user actually key in P, assuming that he wants to order a pineapple juice. So there's no pineapple juice in the restaurant. So what it'll do is, it'll go case by case. Is it A? Nope. Is it O? Nope. Is it G? Nope. That means no matches here. So it'll go to the default value and the price will be set to 0. Because there's no juice with that particular code. Okay, and then we have a break. Done. So this is how a switch statement works. And it is not like you must put everything in sequence, meaning the default must be always at the last point in your switch statement. No, you can actually take this and put it as the first statement. Nothing is wrong. Even though it is at the first statement, default value always run at the last part of the execution. Okay, it'll go and find all the matches first. If there are no matches, then only finally it'll go to the default value, even though if the default value is on top as the first statement. So you don't have to worry about that. There's no sequence in your switch case statement. Now I have my juice code, I have my quantity, and I have my price. So basically now I can calculate my bill. So bill, how to calculate the total amount a person has to pay? Quantity times with the price. Finish. That's it. And I can actually do my printf statement. I can enter the bill. Okay, so because I want to display my bill, the amount that I need to pay, so it is in RM, so I'm going to put as point to F. To set is a floating point, and I want 2 decimal places. And what am I going to display there? Bill. Done. Alright. So now the program is done. I need to save it first. So I'm going to save it as switch. Okay. And I am going to do some extra things at the declaration, because we have used priced and we have not declared. We have used bill and we have not declared. So I need to declare that first. So both are related to currency. Anything related to currency, they have decimal point. So we must put it as float. One is bill, the other one is price. I think that's about it. Okay, so now we can save. Okay, and then we can compile, see whether everything is okay. Alright, everything is done. So now I can run this. So let's put O, capital O, and I bought, let's say, 3 glasses, and I have to pay 6 ringgit. Is it correct? 3 times with 2 ringgit. Okay, so I get 6 ringgit. Correct. It'll go down here, take my juice code, which is O, and go to the first case. Is it O? No. Go to the second case. Is it O? Oh, yes. Alright, and then it'll take this price, and then once it sees a break, it'll stop and immediately go out of the switch statement and continue with the rest of the program. So basically this is how a switch statement works.